What's up, African Diaspora? It's your favorite attorney, Attorney Allie Booker, okay? Order in the court. You know I brought my gavel. All right. One of the things that I want to discuss is the fact that many of the states, well, not many, but a lot of the states, are starting to fight the federal government. Mainly, these are states that are Republican states, and they're not agreeing with the Democratic rule on the federal level. One of the things that the Republicans have started to do to get back at the Democrats on the federal level is to pull out of their Medicaid programs and fund them themselves on the state level. What that is causing are many children to be not covered any longer. The parameters are changing. There's less money involved for the state to be able to issue Medicaid, and a lot of children are being put off of Medicaid currently. I want you to know that what that's going to do is cause the attorney generals to modify your current court orders. So we need to keep up with our children, our child support orders, and find out whether or not these children, if we don't already know, have Medicaid. And we need to ensure that the Medicaid was renewed. If it was not, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to either put that child on your insurance. You're going to need to put that child on your insurance because the child's going to have insurance. Or you're going to need to reimburse the mother for the insurance at the proper rate. If you want to know what the proper rate is, there are different types of calculators and information that you can find on the websites for your respective attorney generals for your state. But what I don't want is for a lot of people to be thrown into litigation unbeknownst to them, because the baby's mother is in a bad situation because she now has been put off Medicaid and has to go out and find alternative insurance for the child. Okay? And if mom is put off Medicaid and has to go out and find alternative insurance for the child, there are one or two things she's going to do. She's going to either put the child on her insurance at work, which is going to take more money out of her check, which is going to cause her to need to bring you to court for an increase, or really a modification so that you pay her the money back. Or she's going to go on a government insurance program like Obamacare, where the government is going to know that there's a child support order out for this child and that now mom is having to pay. So they will knock on the door of the attorney general of that state where you live and let them know. And then a modification will come shortly after. The way that you can get around that is if the mother's on your side and doesn't want to go to court because it's already taken care of or it's handled. Another thing you can do is jump the gun, and you can go into the office, the attorney general's office of your respective state, and call a case meeting with the mother. But what I want you all to do is I want you to jump on it first. Because what happens is, you know how things go. When you start looking for things, you find them. And we can take an insurance issue and turn it into an increase in child support issue that it doesn't need to be. So I need you all to please pay attention. A lot of you all are going to get random text messages from the mother about medical bills, etc. Do not play with her. Give her half of those medical bills, because it's happening all over. And I see a lot of men getting ready to come into court for enforcement proceedings, which is contempt for non-payment of medical bills, or modifications where they're going to increase what you're having to pay because the child is no longer on Medicaid. If you have any questions about this, feel free to hurl them at me. This is something that we need to discuss in the comments. And I also want to know how many of you have started getting those telephone calls. If you have, let people know. Not, so that they can be in your business, just so that people can understand that it is happening. I'm starting to see it a lot. And it's been happening over the past probably 2 to 3 months. A lot of people were dropped as of August. And a lot of the times we're just living our lives and we don't know what's going on, and that other parent doesn't tell us, and they surprise us with litigation. We don't want any surprises. All right. So until next time, court is going to stand in recess, African Diaspora. It's your favorite attorney, Attorney Allie Booker.